Hey lovelies, it's Mabel Marie. So today I'm here in Kampala town and I just want to take you over, guys. I want to show you how Kampala looks like. Alright, we are going to be taking a walk on the Kampala streets, the shops. Like, I want to show you everywhere. Alright, if you're new here, please kindly consider subscribing, liking and commenting. Anyways, let's go. So in Kampala City, there are a lot of opportunities, as they say that there are so many opportunities in the cities than the villages. And Kampala being the capital city of Uganda, there are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of things to do. So in Uganda, the city is highly populated as it has a lot of people, like there's a lot of congestion since everyone comes to the city to seek opportunities or to seek for something to do or anything to do to earn a living. So today I want to take you around the streets of Kampala City, the real streets of Kampala City, to show you what really happens in Kampala City. So I want you to go around with me on the streets of Kampala City and let me show you around. Actually, before, the city used to be like so congested, because there used to be vendors everywhere. Every place had vendors, in that you could not have anywhere to pass when you come to the city. But now vendors were chased away from the streets. They are not allowed to walk on the streets. So the city looks cleaner and modernized, and it really looks good. Though some of the vendors refuse to vacate the streets and they still work, though they are not allowed to work on the streets. So they make sure they put their things on the streets. When they see the police, they carry them off. Then when the police goes, they put them back like that. This is Uganda. Anyways, let's continue and I take you around. Actually, it's too hot, but guys, I vote to take you over, so I want to take you around everywhere. This is the taxi park. I'm now near the old taxi park. Alright, let's continue and go around. We have two taxi parks in Uganda. We have the old taxi park and the new taxi park, which are always full with taxis to transport people everywhere. And they are the common means of transport in Uganda, except the motorcycles, which are the bodas, which are also commonly used in Uganda as means of transport. Anyways, let's go deep into the streets and see the different activities being carried out on the streets of Uganda. You can see how a lot of people try to earn a living, like to make a living on the streets of Kampala City. Kampala City is actually a busy city. It has a lot of people. And even though vendors were chased on the streets, you can see how they try to still make a living on the streets, even though they are not allowed to work on the streets. And if they see the police, they always try to carry their things off the streets. And if the police goes away, they put their things back. So that's how they roll, vibe on the streets of Kampala. Anyways, let's continue and go down deep in the streets, like downtown on the streets, to see how life is going on down there. And Kampala City is a loud city because it's even highly populated with a lot of people doing different businesses, a lot of people doing advertisements of different businesses, a lot of like music speakers. Like, it's always loud. And except one thing which is really sometimes annoying are the motorcycles. Actually, we love them because they speed up transport. There are the most dangerous ones, but if you want to go somewhere and you want to be on time, they are the perfect means of transport to use. But they actually cause a lot of congestion in the city because they are everywhere. Anyways, we are going down deep downtown to see the activities being carried down on the streets. You can see on the streets of downtown a lot of people trying to earn a living on the streets. Like a lot of vendors trying to do different businesses on the streets. Actually, these are not allowed on the streets, but there is a way they make their things like easy to carry. Maybe let's say a police is coming, someone just folds on the things and tries to move like she's normal, she's not doing anything. That's how people survive on these streets of Kampala, because they also want to earn a living like anyone else, and everyone believes in the city there are opportunities, so they also come to the city to earn a living. So these are the streets of downtown, and we are going down deep to see what's really carried out on these streets. Actually, these are the real streets of Kampala city. Like, this is what you see when you come to Kampala city. It's what you're going to see when you come to Kampala city, and it's what you're going to hear. Actually, people try to sell different things on the streets, from clothes to shoes to bags to shirts, like everything, and at low prices, starting from $1 up to $5. Like, they are really, really cheap, and you can even bargain to go beyond, like to go below that. So things on the streets are always really, really cheap and not expensive like the things inside the shops. So things on the streets are really, really cheap, and most of the people really like things on the streets. So people who work on the streets really make some good money, though they are always chased away by Kampala City Council because they are not supposed to work on the streets. But people like buying things on the streets because they are really, really cheap compared to those in the shop. Anyways, let's go on and check out the different businesses being done on the streets of Kampala City. What's really nice about buying things on the streets in Uganda is that you can really bargain to the lowest price and still get what you want. Like, people who are selling, they always start from higher prices, then you go down, you can go down until to when you feel like that's the price you're comfortable with. And if someone wants to give you that thing, she could of course sell you that thing, which is really funny because They start with higher prices and then they go down to the lowest price, which is really nice anyway about that. Right guys, these are the real streets of Kampala. They are always loud. We have preachers everywhere. We have like loud music everywhere. It's anyway beautiful. It's always beautiful in Kampala and I love my city. So that's how busy the streets of Kampala can be. And I'm so glad for taking you around, guys. Come visit Kampala City. I know it's a congested city, but it's fun to walk around. Like, it's fun to see like how people carry out different activities on the streets of Kampala. So if you come to Uganda, don't forget to come to Kampala City and explore the city and see different stuff. Actually, Kampala City has really grown in 2022 because before it never used to be like this, but now it has really developed. And this is a big city, so I'm still taking you around. We're not yet done. I'm still showing you around like everywhere. Actually, these clothes are below $1. They are below $1. They are like some cents, maybe 0.58 cents or 0.54 cents, something like that. I don't know if that's how it's counted, but something like that. They're not always, things on the streets are not always expensive. They're always cheap. That's why people really love buying things on the streets. Alright guys, hopefully you're enjoying watching life on the streets of Kampala City, Uganda. Hopefully you're enjoying this adventure and I'm so glad that I'm taking you around with me. So if you haven't already subscribed on this channel, please kindly consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to be notified about anything I come up with. So let's continue moving and check out like different streets and see what's going on this side as well. Alright guys, guess we are getting to the end of this adventure and hopefully you've liked seeing the streets of Kampala City. So if you're to visit Uganda, don't forget to come to the city and see what really happens in Kampala City. It's really fun actually. It has a lot of good restaurants, it has a lot of good shops selling good stuff at like low prices. It's really good, it's really beautiful, so don't forget to visit this city. Anyways, we are getting to the end of my adventure. Hopefully you liked it and hopefully you loved it. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for keeping with me. And thank you for adventuring with me, Kampala City. Continue watching till the end to see different streets, how clean Kampala has become, how modernized it has become, and how beautiful it is. Watch till the end. Love you all. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. See you in my next video. Bye bye.